Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, thank you for joining. My name is Sienna and I'm a fiber artist and sculptor based in southern Vermont. After a much needed break during this winter season, I slowly got back into the groove, starting with expanding my studio space. I took over the other side of the loft space I've been working in for nearly 2 years, and it's been a dream come true to have more space to create larger works, finally getting my altar space and work table set up, and I have more wall space to stage my art for my portfolio. So this is the first piece I finished in 2024, and it makes me so happy because I started this new sustainable sculptural series a full year ago, and it continues to really motivate me. The sculptural texture was inspired by a really unusual succulent I came across while doing research. With sustainability in mind, I used secondhand clothing and organic kapok fiber stuffing to recreate the folds and layers of the plant. And at this stage of the series, though, the color palette has really gone above and beyond relating to succulents and has taken on its own abstract organic presence. In between prepping my new space and making art, I traveled with my family to the island Martha's Vineyard, which was so rejuvenating and beautiful, very cold and refreshing. We spent most days relaxing by the fireplace, exploring empty beaches, and playing games by candlelight at night. I often find it really hard to take time off from my work and daily routine. And the anticipation can give me a lot of anxiety, but once my daily cycle is broken and I'm immersed in time off, I can easily become really at peace. I also had a little getaway in a mountain cabin with some girlfriends, and it marked my very first night away from my toddler. It is so wild and beautiful to think I spent just under 1,000 days straight with my daughter since she was born. And while I'm so incredibly grateful for that time, having time to myself with friends was so nourishing. And beyond all of that, we traveled to New York to see family and friends. We explored museums and saw new art. And we happily embraced the long-awaited snowy season in Vermont. Now, I'll be honest, while I've been a practicing artist for over 10 years, a professional artist for more than 6, I've only been a full-time artist for the past 5 months, and I'm finally starting to tap into my momentum. I feel so inspired and driven and excited to make new work, but there's definitely an undertone of stress with what I'm going to be taking on this year. December was a really slow and low month for me with work. My email inbox was so quiet, not many opportunities were presenting themselves, and I was starting to fall into the rabbit hole of really doubting myself. But somehow, just in the month of January, I reached multiple goals that I wasn't even sure I could achieve by the end of 2024. And I really have to remind myself that this wasn't luck, it was my hard work paying off. I had a video go viral on Instagram recently that shared my methods for shipping my work, and I was so pleasantly overwhelmed by how many people found my tips useful. And so I will link it below if you're interested in watching. Right now I'm shipping this cute little pink wall sculpture to a collector in Belgium, and it's a really good feeling to know that my shipping methods will ensure this artwork will arrive safely and is packaged with care and consideration. I include thoughtful touches like an embossed certificate of authenticity, a textile care guide, and a handwritten thank you card. of course, in between work, I try to enjoy every moment I can with my family and with my friends and with myself. Sharing new art with the world is such a vulnerable and special experience, and I just love this piece titled Lisson. I also launched these micro mini wall sculptures that are so cute, and they allow folks with smaller budgets to still be able to invest in my art. So all of these pieces are available at my website linked below. I'm also working on a commission wall sculpture for a collector in New Jersey, and as you can see, I have my wrists wrapped in braces right now because my hands have been getting a lot of use between art making, my toddler, and just daily life, so I'm trying to protect them as best as I can. Something I don't often show because it's a bit boring is the endless hours of administrative work that I do. I've been ferociously applying for grants and other opportunities, as well as updating my website, creating content, editing videos, and so on. And so it feels really good when I can just dive back into the creation aspect of my work. My methods and techniques can be really repetitive and meditative, and I really wouldn't have it any other way, even though it is in part why my wrists are so achy. So after taking a break from YouTube, I am really looking forward to starting to share my studio and my art making again. And I just want to thank you for being here and for following along my journey and for all the support that I've been receiving recently. It's been really beautiful, and I am so grateful.